Hey guys, this is Jumpman16. I'm narrating a battle that Ian Garvey, aka EeveeTrainer, had on Wi-Fi with his Hoenn Ash team. He's facing a Gastrodon lead, which is kind of weird because it's like the one underground type that doesn't learn Stealth Rock, and he finds himself in a pretty difficult position, does CJ, from the beginning, with Sceptile basically being able to do whatever it wants. And it does sub, and EeveeTrainer comes in, probably going to leech seed. Ian is. I've seen his team before, I haven't seen this battle. It should be pretty interesting though to see how he beats what is a pretty, quote, bog standard, end quote, team. Gastrodon, Balloon, who I love, Heatran, Tyranitar, Skarmory, and Gliscor. Of course, Breloom and Gliscor just got their new Dream World toys to play with, so they're a fantastic addition to any team, but we'll see how this battle goes. So the first 3 or so turns of this battle have been pretty standard. Ian is content to pretty much sub until Heatran is low enough on HP thanks to Leech Seed to put him being CJ in a more difficult position than he should be, facing a grass type. But that's one of the benefits of being able to use a fast sub-seeder. I mean, the shadow strategy hasn't changed from Advance, from when Ian actually made this team. So you can see he's already forced CJ to switch out, because again, Sceptile can just sub-seed and have the benefit of speed. And actually now in BW2, Black and White 2, Ian knows that his opponent doesn't have any grass types, so basically there's besides Balloon, but he can basically sub and leech seed against pretty much anything, and even he has the benefit of either HP Fire or HP Ice to use on Breloom should it come out. I know what HP it is, I'll save it for you guys, it might come out later, but this is a nice little advance matchup here with Donphan facing Skarmory, both featured pretty well back in Advance, and well, that's fun. Whenever you're able to Earthquake Skarmory, it is a good day, and Ian has shown pretty early that he knows what he's doing with this team here, and knows what to do against standard Pokemon. So Gliscor comes out, and ET takes this opportunity to set up Stealth Rock. CJ does not have a spinner, so that Stealth Rock will prove to be pretty effective for the rest of the battle. Now, ET doesn't have a Heal Beller on his team, so that Toxic that Gliscor just used will probably be a little bit of a thorn in Donphan's side as the match goes on here, but ET chooses to go to Glalie here, not just because of the type advantage. He's probably going to get how about that? He's faster. He's faster than Gliscor, so he couldn't be Toxicked, and we'll see what exactly Ian does here. He knows that he's faster than Gliscor here, which will probably prove to be a 252 HP and 252 defensive EV variant. We'll see how much damage it actually does here to ET's Glalie. That's probably a CH. Maybe it's not. Alright. Well, Glalie is kind of a piece of crap, but, you know, that did about 50% from 244 HP. And ET's content to pretty much just sacrifice Glalie here without taking out Gliscor's sub. Now, I don't know if he's planning on utilizing some kind of, I don't know what that is there. I guess maybe he realized that he can't do anything, but even then, you should probably Earthquake to chip away at Donphan that doesn't have any recovery probably, so pretty obvious now that he expected an Ice Shard, but probably didn't know that Donphan had Roar. I don't blame him because most people don't use Donphan in Gen 5 play, but regardless, Ian knows what he's doing here. So he opts to take the Fire Blast here from Heatran, and ET knows he can probably take it. And getting Heatran off of the field here is good, not only because ET's team with Sceptile and Donphan there, and of course Glalie, who he'd already lost, and Pikachu doesn't really like to face Heatran, so being able to take that out there is rather it's going to be important. It's going to prove to give Ian more breathing room than he would have had otherwise to work with. Surprised CJ didn't kind of predict another Roar there, or I don't know what the point there is. I may even have roosted because if anything, you're gonna get hit with an Ice Shard, but whatever. He probably thinks that he can come in later and do whatever he wants. So here comes the star of the show, Pikachu. Obvious switch up. Probably gonna go to Gliscor. Probably not. My precious. This is not a Pikachu counter. I mean, he's going to take a Brick Break here. He doesn't know it yet. And he's definitely going to take it now because he has leftovers. I don't know. Brick Break's probably standard on the Pikachu set because, I mean, Light Ball and Volt Tackle, Sub, Grass Knot, Brick Break, those are all pretty standard moves there, so I don't know what the idea of bringing that thing is. Now, I think Astronaut only takes 40 base power from Grass Knot, but I mean, there's nothing else that Pikachu's gonna do here, and the guy might, okay, he's gonna Ice Beam, and obviously he's gonna break the Sub. I don't know, every other move that Gastrodon could have used would do more damage against Pikachu, so I wonder if he predicted Sceptile to come out or something. He probably did. Unfortunately for him, Pikachu doesn't give a shit, so now we see that Ian has a pretty good advantage here. Now, obviously, the Uberloom comes in. I have a Berloom fetish. I don't know why. I don't know why Berloom doesn't just Mach Punch here. If he subs, he's gonna feel kind of dumb. Bullet Seed. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. There's, like, what are you Bullet Seeding? I don't understand, like, why you wouldn't just Mach Punch if you're... Yeah, I guess that's why, because he's not actually using Technoloom. So I have much less of an opinion of CJ for not using Technician, and he deserves to die here. So maybe if he'd actually been using the proper Bloom, he might have, you know, posed a little bit of threat there, because, you know, Mach Punch 1 KOs Pikachu, regardless of static, which Ian might not even have. and it does a whole lot to Sceptile and Swallow. And again, with black and white, you actually know what your opponent uses, so there's almost no reason not to use Mach Punch there, even if Torkoal comes in. Bullet Seed isn't like better than Mach Punch in that position. So anyway, with this Earthquake and Roost and now Protect and Toxic, I believe Gliscor's used Roost. I don't know. It might have. Sceptile actually doesn't do too badly against it, especially with Giga Drain and being able to take up these somewhat unlimited substitutes that Gliscor can put up. So it's interesting because Gliscor is almost never going to be able to break Sceptile's sub, or not easily, and it has to stay subbed up itself unless it wants to get leech seeded. Now it's probably gonna break this up and try and make me look stupid. And yeah, has a fair bit of attack on it because I mean Glalie base defenses are 80 and 80, so for it to do 50% to Glalie there, it actually has to have a little bit of kick behind it. Is anyone surprised at that? Okay, good. There's at least that's a little bit fair. Both missed. Both are 90% now. Toxic isn't 85% anymore, but that's kind of annoying. Now, I'm not surprised that ET leech seeded here instead of subbing, and it proves actually to be a good move. So this is gonna probably take it down to like 70 hit points or something. He's gonna be in overgrow range after this, which is important because not only will it allow him to stay out of KO range after Sand. Okay, never mind. The leech seed is going to kick in there and take him out of overrun range. But basically, he has any option here. He can sub. He can use Giga Drain itself on Sceptile, and he could have used HP Fire to predict, but that's what Substitute actually allows you. It allows you to kind of ease up on prediction, and basically subbing at that point. If Gliscor stays in, Sceptile is going to get its HP back, no matter what. So, and if he switches here, Sceptile will be able to take out Skarmory with HP Fire because Skarmory's taken previous damage, and so it's really put Sceptile in a great position to kind of sweep here. And of course now the important overgrow range is in effect, and I'm sure CJ is wishing that Toxic hadn't missed, because that is going to prove to be important, very important to this, and how this battle is going to end here. Gastrodon's dead, Balloon's dead, Heatran's dead, Tyranitar's dead, Skarmory's dead, and Gliscor's dead. So I hope you like that. That was my first one, and ET rules.